Willow, you look so cute helping me. Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video. Today marks part 1 of a 3-part series of bridal makeup. Today we're going to be exploring drugstore friendly bridal makeup. I'm really excited. A lot of you guys have been asking me if I'm doing my own bridal makeup, and honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I know we're under 100 days. Okay, we're 3 months away, and these are things that I really need to figure out. But I think one of the reasons why I'm not stressed out about it is because if all else fails, I know I can do my own makeup. I mean, wouldn't it be fun to film Get Ready With Me to do my wedding makeup? I mean, kind of. No? Yes? No? I don't know. There is also a part of me that really wants to be pampered, and I'm blabbering on about it. So today we're doing the drugstore affordable bridal makeup. Next video will be mid-range price, and finally the third video will be luxury bridal makeup. So I'm really excited. Actually, Riley came up with this idea, so like, my hat's off to you, Riles. Good job. Good job. Yay. Yay. So let's zoom you guys on in and let's get started. You guys know her. You love her. e.l.f. Wow Brow. This used to be an all-time favorite of mine. I used to use it all the time. I still think it's an incredible brow product. And I am definitely more of the brow gel girly. So I will 100% have the laminated look for my wedding. I'm going to be doing all of these bridal looks basically how I would imagine myself with my bridal makeup, and also that way I can kind of see what I like and what I don't. So we're just testing the waters here, I guess you could say. And if you ever want the brows to be more saturated, you can back comb them. This is a really good way of making sure that the product is evenly distributed throughout the brows. The summer months lighten up my brow hairs so much that I forget how many brow hairs I actually have because they get so blonde. And because my brow hairs are curly, I always like to make sure they're like really laid down. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This was also another holy grail of mine. I still really like it. It's just, you know, sometimes you get used to your routine, and I get so used to just using the same product. So videos like this are actually really good for me because it reminds me to like keep using a bunch of different products. But I love this brow gel because it really does give the laminated look, and with having my curly eyebrows and hugging a bunch of people on my wedding day, I know that my brow hairs are definitely going to be moving around. So using something that I know like this, the brow lift, will really be helpful because I find that it just keeps the brow hairs in place as best as possible. I think I just got bit by a mosquito on my hand. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are so bad. They're so bad in LA, and especially since we had such a rainy season, they're even worse. Moving on to eyes, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is specifically the hydrating one. I am definitely a hydrating girly, so I'm gonna use this as eyeshadow primer and just blend it out with my sponge. You can use your finger, you can use a brush. There's literally no rules to makeup whatsoever. This is just like my preference. So anytime I use anything, just always keep that in mind. I remember back in the day, I used to have to do crazy disclaimers. Like, if I like a product and you don't like a product, that's okay. And if I don't like something that you like, that's okay. I feel like I'm so stuck in that mode of like, I need to give everybody disclaimers. For eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. and American Eagle collab. Now I know what you're thinking, Nicole, why are you using blue eyeshadow? Well, I'm not. I'm gonna be using strictly the top row and then perhaps this white shade. But these colors and just like e.l.f. formula in general, they blend so well. And I was joking around with Riley. I was like, this is gonna be the e.l.f. video, like, because I have so many e.l.f. products here, but it really is like they give you the best quality for the price range, and it's very impressive. And I think that's why they're such a popular brand, because the quality is incredible. All right, so I'm gonna go in first with the High Rise, which is this white shade, and I am just going to go ahead and dust that into the crease. This is just gonna make it so that we have a smooth transition shade and everything goes as planned. And this just goes to show you guys that like you can use any palette you have in your stash. Like, I totally forgot that I had this. I was like, oh no, I don't have have a drugstore palette. We're gonna have to run to the drugstore. But then I remembered I had this. You really can use anything in your stash. And chances are, if you're watching me, you probably own a lot of makeup. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Cargos, and I'm just gonna lightly dust that in the crease to create the transition shade. This is a little bit darker of a color, so I really make sure to tap off the excess and just go right on in and start diffusing it, get in the socket of the eye, and then lightly bring it up to the brow bone. And I have a lot of real estate here with these eyelids, so for me, I have to bring shadow up to the brow bone for it to make sense. For you, it might not be that way. I honestly, sometimes having this much eyelid space really is intimidating because I don't know what to do with it a lot of the times. So it's a blessing and a curse. And also, I feel like they're gonna get really saggy when I'm older. Like I already know it. Like I can already see that happening. The next color we're gonna use is Corduroy, and I am gonna focus this on the outer V, the outer part of the eye. I feel like bridal makeup is very blown out. It's kind of like the dramas in the outer corner, or at least that's kind of like what I have seen when searching up bridal looks. So I'm just kind of focusing this in the outer corner, and then we're gonna take a brush that doesn't have any product on it, and you guessed it, we are gonna be diffusing it. So that's kind of what I kind of see myself as, just having more of that airbrushed eyeshadow moment and just having everything look seamless. So I'm gonna go ahead and just build that up some more. And again, like you can always add more shadow, you can't take it away. So I always say blend in sections, go easy with it, use a light hand, make sure you tap off the excess, because those are all things that help to have a seamless eyeshadow transition. I'm working this up into the crease as well, and really just in this socket right here, like right in there. I would say we got the outer corners looking pretty fly. What? Pretty fly? Oh God, my earring's stuck. This is a mess. We got the outer corners looking nice and blended. Let's go on in with a shimmer shade. I'm actually gonna wet my brush for this one. You gotta watch the candle behind me. I don't know if this shit is flammable, you know what I'm saying? And I'm using the shade Cute Overalls just for right now. We're gonna use an e.l.f. topper at the end, but I want this base to kind of be down because I'm thinking in general, like I might wanna wear cool tone makeup to my wedding. Because I don't know, as I'm getting older, which is like crazy, but I've really just been liking the way that cool tones kind of mesh. I don't know, call me crazy. 2018 Nicole could never, okay? 2018 Nicole would be like, you're joking if they knew that I was now using cool tones. So yeah, this applies really nicely. And then I also think that the gold from the e.l.f. glitter topper is gonna add a nice like shiny element. But overall, like this is kind of how I want my makeup to be. Like I want it to be kind of blown out on the edges and like just like timeless, classic glam. I feel like some of you guys, like no offense, I've seen like a lot of people bitching about the way that influencers do their makeup on wedding days, and it's just like, girl, do you really think we're gonna walk down the aisle with a fucking green cut crease and glitter? Like, no, we're not gonna do that. It's gonna be natural glam that is timeless. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this brush to just diffuse the edges a little bit here, kind of blend a little bit more, why not? And then I'm gonna take this, what is the actual name of this? It doesn't say, it just says e.l.f. and 24 karat gold. So I'm sorry guys, I don't know the name, but I'm gonna apply it on the back of my hand here. And I'm just going to dab it on the eye and just like kind of create a little bit of an extra sparkle there. This isn't gonna be anything crazy. Like I don't even know if you guys are able to pick it up on camera. Obviously it's a little bit more shiny, but this is really just to add a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of that glitz and glam to the wedding makeup. Whenever it comes to using products like this where, you know, you have like glitter, a wand, I find that I prefer to apply them to the back of my hand and then either use my finger or a brush to just kind of tap it on. That way the product is a bit more evenly distributed and doesn't get like caked on there, doesn't get cracked, doesn't make your eyelids look saggy. So with any of those, like, you know, House Labs has them. I think REM Beauty, e.l.f. I know Iconic London has some. I think Stila has some. So so I always like applying them with a finger. For our winged liner, I'm actually gonna use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in black, and what I'm gonna do is actually kind of smush it on the back of my hand and use a brush to apply this. And we can also set it with black shadow, that way it doesn't move around. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup Shayla collection. This is her collab with Sigma, her brushes, and let's go. Let's do this. All right, I need utter concentration. We can breathe. All right, let's just fill this in. To remind you guys, this needs to be set. This cannot just be left alone. It is a cream product. Of course, it does dry down a little bit, but it's meant to have like a milky base to blend it out. So I'm gonna finish this wing and then we'll buff on some eyeshadow. That way it stays in place. To create the matte effect, that way you don't have any shine. You can really tell because this side, I didn't put the shadow down first. I put this down already and it gets rid of any shine. That way it makes it more of a matte looking wing. And as long as you set it, you should be good. Now, I don't know if this is cry proof, okay? So don't hold me to it. That looks good. You can even tell like, woo. Looks so good. And of course, tap off the excess. Tapping off the excess has never done me dirty, has never done me wrong, and has always been there for me, okay? Tap off the excess. And we're just dulling this down, making it stay in place. This also works in your waterline. If you ever put black in your waterline and you don't want it to smudge or go away or kind of create like a little black eye boogie in the corner, all you need to do is just set your inner eye, your under eye. I don't know what this is called, but you just set it with black shadow. These are the Kiss Impress lashes. You can buy them at Ulta. I'm not sure if they're available in like a CVS or a Rite Aid, but they are a drugstore brand and I love their Impress press-on lashes so much. I cannot say enough good things about them. This is in the style Spiky. This is probably the best style to use when you have a thick wing like this because you want to make sure you see the actual lash. And the lash is actually applied underneath your own lashes, but don't let that intimidate you. This is actually very easy to do. Now you want to make sure you do this without mascara. It's gonna stick better to your natural lashes. So let's go. Jesus, take the wheel. And you don't want to apply it on the actual underside of the eye. You want to make sure it is only on the lashes and then you clamp them to your natural lash, and it is so beautiful, so easy, and it looks super, super natural. It looks like extensions. And I have actually swam in the Atlantic Ocean in these, so I know, and I've gone underwater, I know that they will last if you cry. I've actually cried in them before too, and they've been perfect. So you guys, they're perfect. Second row. And clamp. So easy. Literally so easy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off these lashes and save some time, and we'll come back to do the fotch. The lashes are lashing. Now it's time to do our foundation. So I have a couple options here that I got from the drugstore. I bought these two. I have the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint, and I also have the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. So I'm gonna try one of these. I don't know which one. They look almost identical, like the formula in the bottle. Let's try the Super Stay. I want to use this as almost like a little mixer, but before we do that, let's get into primer. I have the L'Oreal Pore Minimizer, which blurs the pores. So we're gonna use this. I'm gonna first moisturize the face. Oh wow, that was a lot more than I needed. Whoops. And I'm gonna use the pore minimizer just around my pore areas, which are like right in here. All right, right in here. We're gonna use the Camo CC cream from e.l.f. I'm using shade medium 330. This is my summer shade. So pump it out on the back of my hand. And then I'm also mixing in this Maybelline skin tint. We have a little concoction going on here, okay? Little concoction. All right, so let's go ahead and apply. I will say it does feel nice being applied right now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with my brush. This is the NYX Cosmetics brush, and I absolutely love it. You best believe that I will be using this on my wedding day, okay? Okay. Oh yeah, that's blending out really nice. This is a great color match too, because I do self-tan and it is summer. Wow, this is a really great combo. This is the first time I've tried it, and I was kind of like, let's see how this goes. But it's like glowy. I love it. And I also feel like it added a little bit more coverage. For concealer, I am mixing the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and the e.l.f. Camo. I already did this and I forgot to press play, so that is my bad. And I also got some blush already up in here, but don't even worry about that because we will add all of this again. For blush, I've been using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand, and I actually really like this blush a lot. I think it's a really great blush. So we're gonna be adding that and blending it, and it blends really well with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and foundation actually. So really glowy and pretty. I actually really like this. It's giving blushing bride. I love that. Oh, I love the way this looks. I blended in the blush and the concealer at the same time, and I haven't done that before, and I really like the way that this came out. Wow, pretty. I am again using the e.l.f. Halo wand. I love these. I have like literally all of them, and I'm gonna use that as contour, only I'm going to apply it to a brush. I just feel like this whole thing, it like, ooh, I put a little bit too much. I just feel like it blends so much better when it's on a brush. She put a little bit too much, y'all. Just a little over here. Whoops! That's what your beauty blender's for. Ooh, this looks so good. I am loving the way that the skin is coming out right now. And again, you don't need to add this much blush, but I'm a blush girly. You best believe I'm gonna be giving a blushing bride, honey. So let's go ahead and set everything. Now, you guys, I don't have a drugstore setting powder that I love a lot. So if you guys have any recommendations, but I do have the No Filter Loose Powder from Colourpop. This is like $6, and you can use my discount code for 10% off. It's a discount affiliate code, NICOL, at the checkout, and you guys get a little discount. I get a little commission, so it's a win-win for the both of us. So I'm gonna be using this powder with my puff. Let's go ahead and blend out any creasing that may have formed. And I'm gonna go right on in with this powder puff and just get everything over here. Everything under the eye. Like, I cannot stress enough that everything needs to be under the eye. Especially if you are an expressive person like me, you gotta set your under eyes, or they're gonna be creasing to high heavens, okay? To high heavens. And I'm also going to set my smile lines, because if we're thinking about this practically, right, for the wedding, bitch, I am such an expressive person. I need to make sure that I am powdered in my creases, in my crevices, if you will. Ew, that sounds disgusting. In my crevices, my crevasses. Is that how you say it? My crevasses? Or is it crevices? Crevasses? I feel like it's the big debate between vase and vase. Crevice, crevasse. Vase, vase, crevice, crevices. Oh my God, help me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just powder the rest of my face. That way nothing slips and moves around, nothing slides around. Ooh, baby, we're looking real good. So let's finish off with the face. For bronzer, I'm using this Milani bronzer in the shade Silky Matte, and I'm gonna go in with my Anissa, I think, brush. This is the tapered highlight, but I actually really use it as bronzer. Like, I think it's just a great bronzer brush, so that's kind of how I've been using it. So now we're gonna do our under eyes, and I'm gonna just probably smoke it out. Like, I can't think of doing much more than smoking it out. Like, it's obviously we're not gonna do blue, although no, we're not doing blue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick back up this e.l.f. palette, and we're dunking on into corduroys, and I'm just going to smudge this about halfway, I feel like, right? That's a pretty good safe bet. Oh, girl, that shadow got in my eyeball. And then, of course, we gotta get the shimmery shade Cute Overalls. They should have done Cute Jeans. Your cute jeans.
Those are cute jeans. Your cute jeans.
And let's just go ahead and add some of this shimmer. Ooh, that looks really pretty. I really like that. And then, of course, you know, we're gonna add the gold. Gotta add the golds. Man, the faces that I make when I do this shit. They need to be studied, okay? Is it like the crazier the face, the crazier the person? Picking back up this e.l.f. gold glitter, I'm gonna pop it on the back of my hands, and we're gonna pick up a brush and just swipe this on just to add a little bit of that dimension and to match what we did to the lid, of course. So that looks really, really pretty. I really like that. I need to come up with other nouns, or is it adjectives? Pretty? Would that be a noun? Describes a person, place, or thing. It's an adjective. Riley went to school for English, so I'm always like, sir, does this make sense? Am I saying this right? Although I do have my own personal grammar police in the house, which never works in my favor because I'm horrible at grammar. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Falsies Surreal from Maybelline. This is one of my new favorite mascaras out there, and the wand is very big, so if you have smaller eyes, just be careful. You can even apply this with a brush, like a little mini fan brush that kind of was like the way that people sometimes would apply for the lower lashes for editorial things. All right, so we got that. That looks really good. I think I might want to put black in the waterline just because it does feel a little empty. And my eyes are already huge, so I don't want to make them even more huge. So I am going in with the NYX Epic Smoke Liner. And it's actually a liner that's like shaped like a brow definer. But I'm going to go ahead and use this. Ooh, that is pigmented, girl. Miss Girl. NYX really is that bitch, huh? NYX and e.l.f. be taking over the world. Okay, that looks way better, in my opinion. Ooh, I love this. I feel like I want to have like a little inner corner moment. Just play around with a little bit of white shadow there. This is the shade High Rise from the palette, and even though it's not shimmery, I do feel like it brings some of that element to the inner corner. So for lip liner, we're going to be using Colourpop. I am using the shade BFF3, and I am literally just making like a rainbow shape for the Cupid's bow area, and then that's the only place that I overline. I then take and follow the rest of my natural lip line, like so. I'm also using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lippy in Double Date to fill in the rest of the lip. Ooh, that's a really pretty combo. I actually love the way this came out. I'm gonna let that dry just for a second or two, and then I'm gonna top it off with this Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss from Covergirl. I love this gloss so much, and this is in the shade Sugar Poppy, so just letting it dry. But this combo alone is great. I honestly feel like I probably will wind up wearing a liquid to matte lipstick for the wedding because I know I'm gonna be kissing Riley, I'm gonna be eating things, I'm gonna be drinking, so probably the best bet will be a liquid to matte lipstick with gloss on top of it, kind of like what I'm doing right now. This is kind of like a sheer like jelly pink, but oh, I love it. Oh, that looks so good. Wow. I love this gloss. And then of course, you know we have to finish it off with a little bit of a highlighter. So this is the e.l.f. again highlighter, Halo Glow. And I think I'm gonna apply this to the back of my hand and then go in with, maybe my finger would be best. That's kind of what I'm thinking, just like on the highest point. Ooh, girl, that's pretty. Ooh, I love that. I think it looks really good, super diffused like this, because I pumped out a lot of product, and just like blending it with your finger is, I think, the way to go, because that looks so pretty, and I love the way that looks. Just a little bit on the tip of the nose and a little down the center bridge area. I mean, shit, let's go crazy with it. Why don't we put some over here and over here? Why not, you know? Let's finish it off with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Mist Setting Spray up to 16-hour wear. Baby, we want it. We want those full 16 hours. Douse me in this. All right, you guys, this is the finished look, and I have to say, like, I love the way it came out. I think that this is very effortless, timeless, and this just goes to show you that you don't need to break the bank to find a great makeup look and great products that work just as well as high-end and luxury. Because this, literally, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I'm wearing all drugstore makeup. Like, it looks amazing. I love the way that this came out, and I'm really excited now to do our mid-price range and our luxury range bridal makeup series. So make sure you give this a thumbs up if you guys are excited as well. And I also want to do a giveaway on this video. I got sent the Chi and Barbie straightener, and you guys, I have so many straighteners out there, and I want to give this to one of you guys with also the Barbie nail polishes that go along with it. So all you guys have to do is leave a comment down below, literally anything you want to say, and you will automatically be entered. This is for USA only, and you must be 18 years or older to apply for the giveaway. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I love y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!